Anyway, I will be reacting to "This Is Why You Never Trade for Kevin Durant" by Mike Krizemba. Now, KD, he has been known to be kind of like a poison to his teams, bro. Look, I don't know. He's very toxic, and he seems like he's very emotional, and it doesn't take much to get him to just kind of, I don't want to say crash out, but just act a bit funny or become offended by certain stuff. Anyway, let's get to it, bro. Mike makes a good videos
The
always.
Houston Rockets are facing a much larger disaster than just losing in the first round of the playoffs. With Kevin Durant as their leader, the team's body language was awful for months. We saw
How long
Sengun make
is his
a
contract
game-saving
for,
block in the regular season, get up, and none of his
Bro,
team.
what is he bleeding, bro? Damn, what they doing out there? hey, bro, them boys playing bully ball.
Sengun make a game-saving block in the regular season. Get up,
Okay, so you
and
feel that.
none of his
Alright,
teammates reacted. This came after Kevin Durant's burner account allegations,
A
which have now been
second
all
burner,
but
bro.
confirmed as an inside
You
source
can't
said
make this
they were
shit
a
up.
significant distraction to the team. But somehow, worse than all of this is that the Rockets are following the same exact pattern that destroyed the Nets and Suns. All three teams were at one point hyped as real championship contenders with Kevin Durant on their roster. Brooklyn is now one of the worst teams in basketball. Phoenix doesn't own their own first-round pick until 2032. Houston
God
is on a
damn.
very dangerous path. And if they want to survive it, they
Bro, them
need
boys
to
got
learn
robbed.
from Kevin Durant's past. Because
That ball's
here is
funny.
a very
It's crazy.
tough question. Where would we rank Kevin Durant all time if we took away his championships on the Golden State Warriors? Russell Westbrook, James Harden, Joel Embiid, all three of those players have taken serious hits to their legacy right in front of our eyes because they haven't won a title. If KD never betrays the Thunder and joins a 73-win Warriors team, he could easily be another name on that list. Because the price of excellence in the NBA is the expectation that you are going to win. Without a ring, right now, we may have seen KD as a more talented version of Carmelo Anthony. KD knew this, he saw it coming, so he took the easiest road to get to that ring, leaving the team that drafted him for a team that just beat him in the Western Conference Finals, a team that was led by back-to-back MVP Steph Curry. But the thing is, Kevin Durant's decision worked. He not only won 2 rings, he was also Finals MVP in both championships the Warriors won.
And
with
also,
him.
he did play, like, I don't know, fam. I do get that it was kind of I don't want to say a cowardly approach he took to become a champion, but at the same time, bro, he still performed. Even though, I mean, you could also make the argument that he did have a lot of pieces around him that were very, good, which helped him to, I guess, play better, So, I mean, I don't know, but he still showed up and balled out, fam.
As Kevin Durant averaged over 35 points per game against the 2017 Cavs. One of the best scoring stretches we've ever seen on the game's biggest stage. The problem was that even after getting exactly what he wanted, Kevin Durant was still not satisfied, which should worry the Rockets because let me introduce you to the Kevin Durant dilemma. KD both does not want to lead a team, but he also doesn't want to follow anyone. Durant left the Warriors due to the fact that he didn't feel appreciated. As it was reported, he was occasionally irked that Steph Curry got so much attention. And
but I feel like he was kind of like the first option on Golden State when him, Curry, and Clay were all there. Like, I mean, you could make the argument that some people did see Curry as the best player, whatever, or like he's like their first option. But it always kind of felt like KD was kind of like the first option. Maybe they swapped back and forth. But I don't know, man. I feel like KD was kind of just like, like the main guy, kind of.
Arguments with Draymond Green were piling up as time went on. But when KD joined Golden State, his exact words were, "Steph Curry is the face of the franchise, and that helps me out because I don't have to. I don't want to have to be the leader. I'm not a leader." Only one of the nails in the coffin for KD leaving the Warriors was this seemingly harmless joke by Bob Myers.
And then I heard you tell Kevin Durant he can have whatever contract he wants next year.
Oh, I remember this.
He can't have anything right now.
Because I think last year he told Steph he could have any contract he wants too.
Yeah.
So
well, yeah, that was different. He's earned it.
and there ended the Warriors' cohesion.
You can see Durant's reaction in real time in that clip. He's like, "Oh, it's like that." Kevin Durant did not want
KD, bro. He probably took it to heart, but I mean, look, I'm not gonna sit here and act like I know how this dude is, old boy right here. You know, he could be a bit grimy, a bit slimy, you know, whatever. So I ain't gonna sit here and say it's just a joke. He ain't mean nobody because I don't know him. But on the surface, since I'm on the outside looking in, I don't know him. So it does seem like a joke, and obviously he's joking, but you'll never know from him if he actually meant something by this. But I doubt it. Like, y'all just won championships, bro. Like, you have the best team in the league, and you have what? You have 3 of the best players in the league on your team, bro. You wouldn't want to mess that up.
And there ended the Warriors' cohesion.
You can see Durant's reaction in real time in that clip. He's like, "Oh, it's like that." Kevin Durant did not want to fit into the Golden State Warriors. He still wanted to be the face of the franchise. And while Draymond yelling at KD might be looked at as extreme, we also have to consider that Draymond was trying to tell
they
KD
did have cousins
that Dre
too,
at times knew the best way to win basketball games.
Looking back, this team was so fucking wild, bro. Bro, KD, Curry, Clay, Draymond, Cousins. Even though Cousins, he ain't really do much, but still, bro, that team, this team was just insane.
For Golden State, KD never wanted to hear it, and we know why. Because after he left the Warriors, Kevin Durant looked back and said the following: "I'll never be one of those guys. What are you going to teach me? How can you alter anything in my basketball life? I got an MVP already. I got scoring titles. The day no one can teach you anything is the day that you stop learning." This season on the Rockets, Sengun tried to tell KD he had figured out a way for Durant to score easier in a specific situation. Whether KD agreed with this or not, it doesn't really matter. His response does. He turned to the crowd and said that Sengun was not right in the head. That is his teammate who's just trying to win. KD doesn't want to lead the Rockets. As a grown man, he criticizes his own teammates on burner accounts instead of just talking to them. He makes faces at them and just has terrible body language on the court when they don't do what he wants them to. And not sitting on the bench during Game 3 against the Lakers was a terrible look. Yes, it was reported he was getting work done, but it would have been a huge showing of support to at least be out there for your team. Being a leader, though, is something that Kevin Durant refuses to do, which would be fine if he also did not refuse to follow anyone. He has decided he knows the best way to win, and if you try to tell him any differently, you're going to get mocked. There is no doubt that Kevin Durant is a generational scorer, one of the best that we've ever seen. But basketball is a team sport. You need to work with your teammates, and if you don't want to lead, that means that sometimes you are going to need to follow. But KD doesn't want to do either. In Brooklyn, we may have seen the answer to that question, except it's also been reported that before the 2019 season even began, KD and Kyrie Irving were plotting to join up with each other. That means Durant spent an entire season on Golden State planning to leave the team and join up with Kyrie in the back of his head. Not the best, but if we are looking for a situation where Kevin Durant can win a championship, we would look at year 1 in Brooklyn, where KD has said that first year, man, most fun ball I had. Some of the most fun ball I had playing in my life. He also, of course, went on to blame everyone else for the fallout, saying, but it's just so much around the guys who were committed to this situation. I felt like we were committed, but everybody else wasn't. It just was weird. Now, Kevin Durant said this to Steve Nash and LeBron James on their podcast, and Kyrie Irving has said that KD was the one who chose Steve Nash as the Nets head coach. Let's keep that in the
and
back
also,
of our-
yeah, he tried to get Nash fired or something like that. I don't remember. KD is just, I don't know, bro. He flip-flop, man. He's very emotional, or it seems like that. Boy, he got, I don't know, man.
Our minds and remember it. But let's also consider the 2021 Nets may be the blueprint we need to look at for how a Kevin Durant situation can go right. That season, James Harden was traded to the team and Brooklyn went all in on a title. And even with Harden and Kyrie injured for the playoffs, they almost made it happen in what was considered a very controversial play. In Game 4, Kyrie went down with a season-ending injury, and while James Harden played Games 5 through 7, he was hobbling around with an injury. Even so, Kevin Durant put the team on his back, won Game 5, had 32 points and 11 rebounds in a Game 6 loss, but then in Game 7 did the following.
Gets it into Durant. Here is Durant moving on Tucker. He turns, he shoots. Yes! With 1 second remaining. 1 second left.
With the game on the line, Kevin Durant came through and almost won the series. However, his toe was on the line. Now, just to be historically accurate, KD also airballed the game winner in overtime. Actually, the game tying shot, as again, his toe was on the line. But without Kyrie and Harden,
you ain't gonna make them all, man.
Kevin Durant ended Game 7 with 48 points. It's really hard to blame him for this loss.
Yeah, 48?
Kyrie would later say
48 is crazy. What the team do? Like, what? Hold on, bro. What did everybody do? But Harden played this game. Ooh, 17. Bro, he only hit 5 shots. That boy only hit 5 shots, bro. Oh, bro, 16%. Oh my god. That boy went 2 for 12. Now look, I ain't trying to make fun of nobody and nothing like that, but hey, this is insane to me. And he still somehow ended up with 22 points. I'm guessing on free throws. Okay, so he made all his free throws. It's just everything else was just a blunder. Okay, but I mean, Blake? They did have Blake. Damn. Jeff Green. I mean, look, bro. Okay. 12 minutes played, no points, no nothing. I mean, man's got 1 rebound, 1 assist. Yeah, you can't really blame nobody else, but the team, because man.
Game 7 with 48 points. It's really hard to blame
that
him
boy
for
went
this.
5 for 17.
Kyrie would later say
on,
this
now.
series was so disappointing because the Nets would have won the championship if he didn't get injured. And I'm buying it. The Bucks ended up beating the Hawks and the Suns after taking down Brooklyn. I think the Nets win both of those series with Kyrie Irving healthy as well, which means Durant was that close to winning a championship as the guy on the team. But in basketball, sometimes bad luck does come into play. Here's the thing though about bad luck. Good leaders can get their teams through that storm. Bad leaders let that bad luck consume them. 2021 was definitely unfortunate, but to start the 2022 season, the Nets were preseason title favorites. Soon though, the team was just lost. We had nothing but drama. Harden demanded a trade. Brooklyn got back Ben Simmons. Then after the Nets were swept by Boston in the first round of the playoffs, in a series where Jason Tatum averaged 29.5 points and 7.3 assists, while KD averaged around 26 points on 38.6% shooting, aka a young Tatum took it to him. KD didn't shoulder the responsibility for anything here. In fact, that summer he told Nets owner Joe Tsai that he either needed to fire the GM and Steve Nash, the coach Kevin Durant himself had chosen, or KD would demand a trade. This is yet another pattern we've watched. Things do not go the way Kevin.
I don't want to say I don't know, fam. I don't want to say he has female tendencies, but that was some look. It's them with me is crazy. Like knowing you just gonna leave in like a year or two, like regardless.
Durant wants them to. And he
It's
doesn't
crazy
work
to
on
me.
anything with the team. He just demands out. Did Kyrie Irving have a lot of off-court drama going on? Yes. Did KD choose to play with Kyrie? And did Kyrie also establish himself as the second best player next to Luka in the Mavs 2024 run to the finals? Yes. KD could have tried to make this work. Instead, he did end up demanding a trade. And after betting on him, the Nets are now one of the worst teams in basketball. Well, fortunately, they didn't sell their entire future to get KD like the Suns did. As we said before,
2032.
the Suns don't own their
Oh,
own
first round
first-round
draft
pick
pick.
until 2032 because
That's
of the Kevin Durant
insane,
and Bradley
man.
Beal trades. When KD joined Phoenix, he was joining a team that made the NBA Finals 2 seasons before and were fresh off a 64-win second-round disappointment. He was supposed to be the final piece that got the Suns over the top. Sound familiar? With KD, Phoenix lost in the second round of the playoffs again. Then they lost in the first. Then they didn't even make the playoffs last year. And what makes that even worse is that without KD and with Dylan Brooks, the Suns were the 7th seed this season. And in his time in Phoenix, it was reported that KD went a month without talking to head coach Frank Vogel. In his burner scandal, Durant said Vogel and
This
Devin
man is
Booker were
crazy.
like two dictators. He also claimed
Two
that the Suns were
dictators.
his team when they lost
Man.
and Book's team when they won. Continuing on
KD
with
got
the
a problem
pattern
with-
we know.
KD has a problem with everyone. It's insane, man. You have a problem with everyone. I just don't understand it at all.
Far
Right.
too well. KD has told us that he doesn't care what the media says.
Broke that
Then
boy.
his dilemma pops up
Broke
again.
that boy.
He didn't want to lead in
Relax.
Phoenix, but he resented that Devin Booker was already an established star on that team. So, what does Kevin Durant actually want? Let's remember that in Phoenix last season, with the team imploding around him, KD had a chance to return back to Golden State. He blocked that trade. He waited until the offseason for a move to be made, and he wanted to be in Houston. He could have gone to a Golden State team that was already loaded with veterans. Instead, he went to one of the youngest rosters in the league where he was expected to be a leader. And KD embraced this. After getting traded to the Rockets, he was seen noticeably celebrating with his agent. He had played against this team several times. He knew who the core pieces were. And from everyone's perspective, it felt like this trade just made sense. Which brings us to the present day Rockets, where in those same burner leaks, KD directly attacks Sengun as the franchise star, saying Sengun can't shoot or play defense. The Rockets began this season as a team that was really in the championship hunt, but the longer the year went on, the worse the body language got, the worse the chemistry got, and now they were bounced in the first round of the playoffs. But this is what Houston traded for. They traded for a superstar talent
It
who's
is.
told us all he doesn't want to be a leader. Only
Yeah.
he also doesn't want to be a follower. He thinks he's above being told anything.
Which is
on
just
a
so
basketball
confusing,
court. He's had
man.
problems with star teammates. He's had problems
your
with
mind up,
basically
bruh.
every coach. So if the Rockets want to survive this Kevin Durant era, if they actually want to compete for a title with their star
They
young
got
core,
Fred.
they're left with two options.
I know, dude.
One, they can wait and see. They can see if Kevin Durant can play well with Fred VanVleet, who is actually a vocal veteran leader. That is a risk they could take. Or two, they could pull the plug now and trade Kevin Durant this summer before it's too late, before they'll get almost no value back in return. Those are their decisions because the Kevin Durant pattern is playing out right in front of our eyes yet again. And if Houston doesn't move fast, they could easily be the next team on Kevin Durant's victim list. So there we have it. Thank you for
Was
watching.
that fucking Jordan, bro?
Easily be the next team on Kevin Durant.
If I put okay,
Vic-
if who made this, bro? Anyway, so if I were the Rockets, I'm not waiting to see if KD is going to lead or if he's going to be a much more positive person going forward. I'm going to get rid of this man, bro. I'm trading him. I ain't gonna hold you. He's good. He just seems like a liability, man. Is like you don't know if he's going to be happy today and then just angry as hell tomorrow and just I don't know, bro. He's too flip floppy, bro. You got to get him out of there, man. In my opinion, but